Hello, and welcome to this video on supplementary and complementary angles. I did receive a few questions about these types of questions, and I just wanted to do a few of them so that you know what to do when you encounter them. You'll find these at the end of the IXL module on supplementary and complementary angles, either in the challenge zone or towards the end of the SMART score. So let's read number one. Number one says an angle measures 2 degrees less than the measure of its supplementary angle. What is the measure of each angle? So there's a couple things that we need to know. First, we have to remember that a supplementary angle adds up to 180. So we have one angle plus another angle equals 180. So that's going to be our algebra equation. Well, I have to start with my unknown angle, right? So an angle, well, we're missing that angle, so we're going to use x. Now you got to remember supplementary means add, so we're that angle plus, it says the supplement is 2 degrees less than that angle, so we take that angle and we subtract 2, and we know that that's going to add up to 180 degrees. And now from here we can simply solve this relatively easy easy math problem here. So we have x plus x is 2x minus 2 equals 180, right? So now I'm going to add 2 to both sides. So I get 2x equals 182. And then I divide by 2 on both sides. So I get x is equal to 91. Right? And now I have 91 is one angle. So there's a couple ways you can think about this. I know that 91 is a supplement. So I can think what adds to 91 to give me 180, that would be 89. I can also think of it like this. I found x, right? Well, the other angle is just 2 minus x, so it would also be 89 that way. So there's a couple ways to think about this problem. Let's try another one. So it says here, the measure of an angle is 8 times the measure of its supplementary angle. What is the measure of each angle? So again, we have to remember that a supplementary angle adds up to 180 degrees. We have the same combination. We have one angle plus another angle equals 180. So I know I have an unknown here. And then I know that my second angle is 8 times the measure of the angle. So 8 times x. And I know it still adds to 180. Well, this problem looks to be even easier because I have nothing to add or subtract. So I have 8x and 1x, that's going to be 9x equals 180. I divide both sides by 9, and I'm going to get 20 for my first angle. And now, again, you can think of a couple of things. So 20 plus what is 180? Could be 160. Or I can look and I can say, okay, I found x. My other angle is 8 times x. So 8 times 20 is going to be 160. Let's look at another one. It says here, the measure of an angle is 39 times the measure of the supplementary angle. What is the measure of each angle? So we have the same type of problem here where we have a supplementary angle or 2 supplementary angles, and one is x. The other is going to be 39 times x, and that's going to be 180 degrees. Combining like terms, I get 40x equals 180. Divide both sides by 40. Well, unfortunately, 180 doesn't go into 40 evenly. It's 4.5. Okay. And now I have a couple ways to think about this. I could do 180 minus 4.5, which I would probably prefer, or I could do 4.5 times 39, which we could figure out. We got calculators, of course. But if I take 180 and I subtract 4.5, well, that's going to be 175 and a half. I get my other angle. We have one more example to look at today. It says here, an angle measures 53.6 degrees less than the measure of its complementary angle. What is the measure of each angle? So if the key here is that it's a complementary angle. Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees, not 180. So now you can see the subtle difference. And again, I just want to point out it's less than, right? We could have said more than, and that would change the equation. So let's write it out here. We have an angle plus the angle minus 53.6. And that is going to be equal to 90, right? I can rewrite this equation to be 2x minus 53.6 equal to 90. We could do 53.6 plus 90, or 90 plus 53.6. That's going to be 9 plus 5, 14. So it's going to be 2x equals 143.6. Dividing both sides by 2, we get x equal to 7, 1.8. Then there's a couple ways to find the second angle. We could just subtract 53.6, which we could do that, or we could take 90 and we could subtract 71.8. When we do that, we get 18.2. We found the two angles that meet that criteria. So as you're doing the IXL module, if you run into any problems you're unsure of, screenshot them, send me them through email, and I'll help you solve them. Thanks.